8 most unusual things found underwater. More than 70% of the surface of the Earth is comprised of the ocean, making it an enormously vast region. And even though humans have only mapped and seen 20% of it, we have nevertheless managed to find some pretty mind-boggling things. Explore some of the most outrageously weird and intriguing things that make the deep blue sea their home. From underwater ruins in museums to incredibly distinctive and downright terrifying marine critters, let's dive in and discover some of the most amazing things that call the sea their home. Number 8. A very old computer. Yes, you read it correctly. The Antikythera mechanism was a marvel that existed a long time before Microsoft or Apple. It is thought to be the oldest version of a computer, and it was discovered on the shipwreck of Antikythera, which was located off the coast of the Greek island of the same name, somewhere between the years 1900 and 1901. An analog computer, the Antikythera, was developed to serve multiple functions, one of which was to forecast the astronomical positions and eclipses on the calendar. An advanced application of technology did not return to European historical artifacts until the 14th century. This is because a significant portion of the technology that existed during this period has been lost. In the National Archaeological Museum of Athens, it is currently on display for visitors to see. Number 7. Apollo moon rocket engines. During the latter half of the 1960s and the early 1970s, several Apollo rockets were launched into orbit around the Earth and the Moon. Their engines, which were responsible for powering the first stages of each booster, were assumed to have fallen to the ocean floor and been lost forever. However, they have now been reclaimed as a result of Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, and the privately funded initiative that he is working on. The pieces were found in 2012, and after undergoing a rehabilitation procedure that lasted for 2 years, they are now on exhibit at the Museum of Flight in Seattle, which is located in the state of Oregon in the United States. The reason that Bezos would wish to put millions of his funds into sponsoring the initiative is not entirely known. Nevertheless, some members of the press have theorized that he did it simply because he could. Number 6. The Treasure of Emerald. Over 10,000 emeralds were found by Jay Miscavige, an amateur treasure hunter in the waters off the shore of Key West, Florida, in the United States of America in the year 2010. While he was under the impression that he had won the jackpot of a lifetime, it is estimated that they are worth $500 million. His finding garnered him attention from the widespread media. Because this drew the attention of the federal government of the United States, he was only granted temporary ownership of the gems, which rendered him legally unable to sell them. Miscavige took his own life in 2013, even though he was unable to make a profit from his riches and was drowning in debt. The court has not yet given a decision regarding who the true owner of the treasure is. Number 5. The oldest city in the world. In the year 2001, the remains of a long-lost city were found in the Gulf of Cambay, which is located off the coast of India. This city, which some archaeologists believe to be the oldest city in history, was discovered. Sculptures, human remains, works of art, and even pieces of wooden furniture have been discovered among the artifacts that have been discovered. One of the pieces of wood that has been studied is estimated to be at least 9,500 years old. Even though this city is shrouded in mystery, scientists and archaeologists are still researching to determine precisely what period this city would have emerged during. Located approximately 100 feet below the surface of the Gulf of Cambay, the city of Dwarka, which is also referred to as the Gateway to Heaven, was purportedly discovered in the year 1988. The excavation revealed the existence of ancient relics, grids, pillars, and structures beneath the surface. Even though some believe that the city may be at least 10,000 years old, other individuals believe that the city would be 5,000 years old. Some individuals assert that the city of Dwarka was assaulted by the Gujarat Sultan Mahmud Begada in the year 1473, destroying the temple. Number 4. Allian Saucer. A group of researchers from Sweden, led by Peter Lindberg, who specializes in underwater exploration, has discovered what some people believe to be a wrecked flying saucer ship. Lindberg's team, which has been successful in the past in recovering sunken ships and cargo, was using sonar to search for the wreck of a ship that went down, carrying several cases of super rare champagne. The ship was carrying several cases of champagne. Instead, the crew found what they claimed to be a mysterious circular object that could be extraterrestrial to some extent, or it could not be extraterrestrial at all. The anomaly in the Baltic Sea was discovered by Ocean X, a treasure hunting team that was self-funded, in the year 2011. A rock structure with a unique shape that has been discovered on the seabed of the northern Baltic Sea has been compared by many people to the appearance of an extraterrestrial saucer. Different hypotheses have been proposed, such as the possibility that it is the remnants of an anti-submarine weapon from World War II or possibly an underwater Nazi base. On the other hand, several scientists have asserted that, despite its peculiar look, it is most likely just an unusual rock formation that was put together by good old Mother Nature, and that it is extremely improbable to have been manufactured by humans or aliens. Number 3. The historic metropolitan area of Alexandria. Under the surface of the water, the ancient city of Alexandria, which was governed by Cleopatra, the final pharaoh of Egypt, has been almost fully preserved. Natural disasters, like as earthquakes and tidal waves, are said to have been responsible for the disappearance of the city, which is believed to have occurred underwater. The discovery of it in 1998 came after it had been concealed for nearly 1,600 years. There have been recent discussions regarding the possibility of constructing underwater tubes all across the city, which would make it the first underwater museum in the world. Number 2. Sea monsters. Because of the most recent and cutting-edge diving equipment, we have been able to dive and send cameras to a depth that is lower than it has ever been before. There have been certain sea creatures that have been discovered that are highly strange in appearance and are frequently referred to as sea monsters. These discoveries have been among the most peculiar. As an illustration, consider the fish that is more accurately referred to as the blobfish. Only when humans are diving or when they are caught in fish nets that are used for fishing in the deep sea are they able to see this creature, which is located at the very bottom of the ocean. This is the only time that humans are able to see it. Number 1. The Republic of RMSS. It is possible that the discovery and exploration of the RMS Republic in 1981 would not appear to be all that strange, but the rumored riches that might be located below the bottom of the ocean is most certainly peculiar. Many people think that the ship sank with a great deal of riches, some of which could be worth as much as $1 billion in today's currency. As a loan to the Imperial Russian government, she was rumored to be carrying coins worth $3 million, according to one rumor, while another rumor asserts that she was carrying American gold pieces worth at least $250,000. After a series of unsuccessful attempts to locate and unearth the treasure in the 1980s, Martin Bayerl, the protagonist of Billion Dollar Man, has now joined forces with his son Grant, and the two of them are resolute in their pursuit to locate and claim the treasure for themselves. So this is the end of our today's video. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.